Hi, friends. Happy Friday. How are ya? Hi, everyone. Hey, happy Friday. Welcome to my office. Hi, Allison Clark. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. It's a snowy Friday here. You ready to see what's outside my window? Hold on. All right. Yep, it's a winter wonderland. Check that out. It's amazing. It's more like a sleety, icy, snowy wonderland. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my office. The Post-its are still here. Hello. All right, I hear my little guy downstairs. He's saying hello as well. Let me plug my phone in. Hi. Okay, so I made myself some notes. Are we ready for this? First, I want to tell you some things that I got in the mail, and I love them. Hi, everyone. Hi, Megan Coleman. Megan Coleman, you're first on my mail list. Megan sent me these beautiful hand-lettered cards that have our office word of the year on them, which is well. Megan, you are so talented. Thank you for this. I love it so much. And not only that, but here is some good encouragement for us for this Friday is be still. Ooh, it just makes me want to take a deep breath. So if you need a deep breath and a reminder to keep breathing, then there it is for you. Thank you, Megan, for sending those. That was so nice. And I have some other fun mail too that I got. Jordan DePina wrote me the most lovely letter. So Jordan, if you're watching, thank you so much for that lovely letter. And not only that, but you included my very favorite stamps, which are garden themed up here. I love them so much. Don't y'all love those stamps? Yeah, so this is like my mailbag. If you've ever watched, what's that kids show where they have a mailbag? Somebody help me out here. Hi, Atlanta. Nice. What's the kids show? Blue's Clues. Yes. Blue's Clues, right? So there's my mailbag for the day. I have some other things, but I'm going to wait and share them with you later. If you're losing connection, then you can hopefully watch the replay. I hope. Let me turn my internet off here so that the signal gets better. Okay, maybe that'll help. It is also icy and snowy here, so there you go. So hopefully the replay will be better. Yes, I hope that you guys can hear me okay, though, because I have lots of good things to share today. So I'm making imperfect progress on my book. I did not finish my first draft like I had hoped to yesterday. But then I remembered that I was going to be coming back here to talk to you guys on Friday, and I thought, I made progress. I didn't make perfect progress, but I made progress. And I'm realizing that I need to learn how to celebrate imperfect progress a whole lot more. Is anybody else feeling that? Are there things that you feel like you're getting stuck on? Or things that you feel like you're paralyzed from doing and you just can't move forward? Yes, so I've realized a few things, and I'm going to hopefully share some encouragement that'll help you guys get unstuck too. So if you're just joining us, I'm talking about making imperfect progress on my book and on a whole lot of other things that I've been attempting to move forward in. This is also my imperfect notes right here. If anybody thinks my handwriting is good, it's just not. And imperfect is enough. This is progress right here. Imperfect progress is still progress. All right, so I did not finish my first draft by yesterday, but I did make progress. I moved forward. And here's how I'm not freaking out about that. And I hope this encourages people. So I have 36 days left until we go to hopefully adopt our littlest girl. And that is also my book deadline, obviously, because I'll have my hands full after that. What I keep thinking of, though, is how I'm going to feel having finished this book at the end of these 36 days. And I can't feel anything but positive when I think about that. So that's my encouragement to you is think about the end goal. I love that quote, a year from now, you will wish you had started today. Well, here. I am very organized, I promise. There's some organization in all this mess. Let's see, we can go to this one. Okay, if you're just joining us, I'm looking up something in my book file. I'm using a program called Scrivener. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. To write this book, and it's been very helpful. All right, so, well, I can't find it. It's all good. But what I was neglecting was my marriage. I was neglecting the people right in front of me. I had my head in my phone all the time. I was neglecting my health. I chose work over my health. I was neglecting our finances because for me, instant gratification was better than the long-term goodness that I could cultivate in using the resources God had given me wisely. So yeah, it was a lot of neglect. My next question is, in order to, this is not the right phrasing, but in order to not neglect those things, what do you have to do? What can you do to nurture those things? What can you do to nurture those things in your life? I would love to hear from you guys. Be honest? Yeah, really good. Protect time? Totally. What can you do to nurture as opposed to neglect the things that matter most? Yes, I love what you said. Stop and pay attention. Schedule time, set aside time. Be true, give yourself a plan. So a lot of you are talking about things in the future, like planning or setting aside time, things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Those are good answers. But I'm going to give you a challenge. Are you ready for this? People who are planner addicts specifically, because I'm one of them. I'm totally with you. I wrote this down and I feel like it needs to be neon all over the world right now, is surrender your planners and start doing things. There's nothing wrong with planning. There's nothing wrong with making a solid plan. I'm all about that too, but you have to couple it with action. So that's my challenge to you, is surrender your planners and start doing life. And that's what I mean by making a mess. It's scary and it's hard, but that's where life starts to happen. And how am I practically doing that? I sit at this computer every day and I just think, type the next word, Laura. Even if it's not perfect, just type the next word. And man, it is hard because I want it to be perfect. I want the words to like flow like beautiful trickling water out of a stream, but they don't. But the only way that I'm going to move forward and even get the words out to be able to edit them is to get the words out. So surrender your planners, lay them down, and start doing life over planning it too much, because planning can be paralyzing. And thinking about things doesn't count. You got to live life to live it. I'm preaching this to myself too, friends. Okay, so here's a question. So many times we are trying to keep it all together, right? Anybody feel that way? Be a doer. Yes, I love that. How many of you feel like you're just trying to keep it all together? I need to get some better light in here. The snow is making things very cozy. How many people feel like they have to keep it all together? Yeah, totally. All right, so here's a question. If you were to actually keep it all together, what would that feel like? If you were to a lot of my prayers are just, God, give me the next word. Just help me to stay focused. Please help me to not be distracted. Please help me to keep going. Please help me to stop researching and planning and just start doing and putting the words on paper. Help me to remember to breathe. Yes, help me to remember to breathe. So praying is something I've also been doing as a step forward, little by little, in making imperfect progress. An update on my goals this year. I'm going to show you. Here's my wall. My 2 goals this year are to pray and to study the Word. I have not started studying the Word in the seemingly perfect way I wanted to. I don't have a notebook out. I don't have all that stuff ready, but I have been praying and I have been reading the Word. So this is my wall of prayers. I glance up here and I use this. So one of my prayers is, Lord, help me to study your Word and pray. And I have been reading the Word every day. It's not about something on a checklist for me. It is about trying to figure out where God wants me in life and to learn about His heart so that I will be changed. And you know what's motivating me is exactly what I said before, which is thinking about the end of this year and having been so satisfied in being changed by reading God's Word and just feeling satisfied in that. So if you're struggling with a goal that you have, my advice to you is, it has got to mean something to you. You've got to be able to see the end of it and say, I want this so badly because of how I can see it changing me and my family and the legacy of our family in the future. I hear a buddy. I thought I just heard a baby. I thought I heard them coming up the steps. And so that's where I am. That's what motivates me to keep going, even in the mess and in the imperfect, is to say, I see it. I can see how my kids would be transformed if I was transformed by God. I can see how my staff would flourish and thrive if I was more calm and made better, wise decisions. I can see how being in the Word every day is going to transform my marriage. You have to cultivate that vision of the end goal. I think so much we shy away from end goals, but it's not about that. It's not about an accomplishment. it's about cultivating a flourishing life, and I want that. And the best part of it is the pursuit of it is really where life starts to happen. That the journey forward is really where you're going to grow. So yeah. All right, back to my notes here. A couple more things that I promised I would update you on. Another thing that I think about that I hope helps you guys, and thank you so much, I will write that in my book, I love it, is I don't have to stop living while I'm writing. My last book was heavy. It was hard to write. I cried every day writing that book because I was grieving. Here I just caught a glimpse of my frizzy hair. Sorry guys, that's me trying to be perfect. And see, I just showed you an example of how distracted we get in the pursuit of perfection, right? I just got distracted by a hair on my head and got off topic on something that really mattered. So back to it. I don't have to stop living while I am making progress on something. I don't have to like totally shut myself off. I think that it